guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we got the Morimoto 4-banger HXBs. These are combo beam and in amber. So we're going to be unboxing them, taking a look at them up close. I will install them on the truck. I'm using these as ditch lights, and then we will go for a ride at night and check the output out. And there's a few details I want to talk about as well. So with that, let's check these guys out. All right, so pop the box open. Pretty neat presentation when you open up the box, and then we flip it over again, and there we have the 4-bangers. So overall, pretty small light. It's actually smaller than the SS3 in comparison, just to give you an idea. I do have another video comparing this to the SS3, so you can see the size difference in that video. One thing I do like is the threads are built into the light, so you don't have to worry about any nuts or anything like that, like the SS3s. So like I said, overall, really nice light. It's got your standard D2 connector. No backlit option on the 4-banger, but I believe on the big banger there is a backlight option. So there you guys have it up close. Again, this is combo beam in the yellow or amber. I don't remember exactly what they call it. So there it is, a nice little whip. I like this extension because if you are using them as ditch lights, the plug is not exposed to the elements like the SS3s where they plug straight in directly right to the back of the light. This, you get a little 3-inch whip, I'd say, and it's sort of protected under the hood. So I do really like that. It's pretty neat that they did that. So brackets, however, when you buy this kit, if you buy it off Morimoto, do not come with brackets. So for the HXB, they come in around a little bit above $500. And then you have to add the brackets and the wiring harness. That brings it up to almost 600 bucks. I did find that on some sites they do include brackets when you buy the 4-bangers, and they're around the high 400s to low 500s. So it's pretty much the same price if you price everything individually on Morimoto, or you go elsewhere where they do come with the brackets. You might save a couple of bucks. But keep that in mind, guys, when you do buy the 4-bangers. The brackets are extra, and when you go on the website, there's multiple drop-down menus where you can select everything you need. The wiring harness is on the hefty side. It's like 85 bucks for the wiring harness, but like I said earlier, it is a standard DT connector, so if you wanted to buy a cheaper harness off Amazon or whatever, it will work. But other than that, let's talk more about the light. So like I said, pretty pricey. But I already had these guys installed, and they pack a huge punch. For having only 3 diodes versus your normal pod, which has 4, these things pack a huge punch, and they put out some serious output. The output is really fantastic on them, and the technology to make a 3-diode pod compete and even beat 4 diode pods is pretty impressive. So yes, they are pretty pricey. You know, like I said, for the HXB, which is the brightest, the baddest that they make, you're going to be spending a little over 500 bucks. But they do have a lifetime warranty, and this is where the $500 is pretty much not an issue at all, because like I said, lifetime warranty. If anything happens to the light that is not your fault or not in your control, they replace it. And if they don't make this, say in 20 years they don't make this light anymore, they will replace it with something similar. So it's kind of like a buy once, cry once type of deal, and hopefully this is the last pod you ever have to buy. So it's on the expensive side, but again, it's probably going to be the last pod you're ever going to have to buy. Most companies are, you know, a couple year, and these are lifetime. So the prices were, you know, they're worth their weight in gold in price when you factor in the lifetime warranty that they come with. So like I said, these little guys pack a huge punch. For having only 3 diodes, and I'm not going to get into the specifics of the technology. You can read about that on their site, because I don't really know a lot about it off the top of my head, but I do know that they're using different technology now than the other pods out there to be able to compete with bigger and more diode pods. So that's pretty cool. So with all that out of the way, I'm going to get these guys installed on the truck. We're going to wait for dark. We're going to hit the dark roads, and I will show you just how bright these 4-bangers are with only having 3 diodes. So without further ado, I'm going to throw these in the truck, and we're going to go head out and check them out. So guys, as you can tell, completely pitch black. We'll go ahead and throw the HXBs on. So they have a ton of throw. Like I said, for having only 3 diodes, these things throw a ton of light. Now again, this is combo beam. I guess this would be the definition of combo beam. It's got a lot of throw, not a ton of width, but it does have a little bit of width, but it has a ton of throw. And like I said, these things pack a huge punch for only having 3 diodes. So, I mean, you can tell right there, it definitely does light up the sides pretty decent. And I think that this combo beam is probably the best combo beam that I've tried so far. So Dow Dynamics combo beam, for example, has a ton of width, a lot more than this, but not as much throw. So I think this is a really nice combo of width and throw. There you have it, really impressive. I'll go ahead and throw the headlights on. So this is just headlights and the 4 bangers. So as you can tell, it's got a lot more throw. So I guess this is why they call it more of an auxiliary high beam, because it's got that much extra throw. So really killer. Output is fantastic. Really impressive for being such a small pod.